Hi, this is Tom and Annie from 2 Cave Aquatics, and please take the time to like and subscribe to our new channel here. And somebody asked me in the comments about my substrate, so I thought I'd take a minute to let everybody know how I put that substrate together in this deep substrate planted aquarium. I started out with red lava rock. I bought a bunch of it, this red lava rock here. And when you use this stuff, you really want to rinse this stuff out really well. I broke some of it up with a hammer to get it in smaller pieces. This stuff is a bit of a nightmare to get all the fine red dust out of these porous rocks, but you definitely want to take the time to do that if you're going to use it in your aquarium. A lot of people use lava rock in their aquariums. It's a good place for housing. Just tons and tons of beneficial bacteria. So those are 15 pounds of them in 3 bags, rinsed out and laid across the back of that aquarium. That's the first thing I put in there. The second thing I put in for a source of iron for my plants when the roots got down there is this red fluoride laterite powder. It's a clay-based laterite powder. I got that on Amazon as well from Brightwell Aquatics. Fluorine-based laterite powder, and it supplies a good amount of iron to my plants. So I did coat the red lava rocks, a bit of it. I just dusted it in there and shook them up before I put them in. And then I dusted a good amount of it across the bottom of the glass in the whole tank. And then I followed that up with some really good organic soil, not the type with the slow release fertilizers in it or the little white styrofoam beads in it. I got that in there about 2 inches, close to 2 inches, and then I mixed in with that substrate, with that dirt, some of Father Fish's 11 ingredient substrate supplement. This treats up to about 100 gallons. I got this to use in a substrate for my new 60-gallon tank I'm about ready to set up here. So I spread that bag of Father Fish additives along in my organic soil down the bottom. I mixed that in thoroughly, and then added some water to make it a little muddy. Got it mixed well, and then capped that with about 2 inches of coarse sand. A lot of people use play sand or pool sand, white sand, black sand. Some even use sandblasting sand. But I chose this coarse, this all-purpose coarse sand. You can see a lot of the pebbles, the fine pebbles and stuff in there. And every single grain of sand in here has got beneficial bacteria stuff living all over it. And let's see, I started planting after that, started getting some of my plants in. And in the first couple of weeks before I started adding fish, I did use some fertilizers, liquid fertilizer, a good liquid fertilizer. And what else? And that was about it until I started getting a lot of plants in here. And then I added some shrimp, amano, and some Neocaridina shrimp I got from Mark Shelley Aquatics online. And those shrimp have been in here for nearly a year now, breeding and doing well. The amano shrimp aren't breeding in here. They need brackish water. And the bamboo shrimp, they're not breeding in here that I'm aware of either, but I do have a couple of those. And the snails and the shrimp came first, and then the cory cats. Some of my cleanup crew, they're in here. And then I started testing the water testing the water regularly with the API Master Freshwater Test Kit. And to that, I added a test kit for potassium. Not a lot of people do that, but I have that, and a GH and a KH test kit that doesn't come with that. I also got some of these quick test strips from these Tetra strips. These easy test ones you can just dunk in the aquarium real quick, wait a minute, and read it out. I don't always necessarily rely on those or any single one test. I do use a bit of redundancy in here with my filtration and my temperature regulations. I'm always on top of that. I don't necessarily always trust the temperatures that my heaters are set at either, because there can be some difference in those from this. And then I've got this little digital readout. You just press it and it tells you what the temperature is. I use Haiger heaters. They're easy to set and forget. And yeah, it's going really well in here. The substrate is and the fish poo and the urea, everything that they offer in here, I no longer have to fertilize at all with liquid fertilizers. I do add some liquid potassium in here because that gets depleted really quickly. And one of my yellow neocaridina shrimp, they're carrying eggs. And I do add some potassium because that depletes very quickly, and my plants need that. And then the final thing would be, another essential thing would be magnesium. And I found the best way to make sure my fish, my snails, my shrimp are getting an ample supply of good magnesium is to put that garden salad in there with leafy greens. And I give them some garlic. I had a salad down there yesterday on a fork. They ate the whole little slice of strawberry. They ate the little slice of blueberry. The garlic was all gone. And most of the spring lettuce was all gone. There's a tiny little piece of baby carrot left on there when I took it out. They just gobbled that all up. So that's well, then my Marimo moss balls here too. They're like little filters, and you can see that one right here on the right side of that mystery snail and that piece of cuttlebone. If you look on the top of that little ball that's sitting on the top of that right there, that can be taken off, and that's actually how they multiply. That little ball right there can be taken off and it'll start a new one. But I take these out about once a month and rinse them off really well, put them in some cold dechlorinated water, put them in my refrigerator for about 4 or 5 days, and it gets them nice and lush and green again. It cleans out all the stuff that they absorb, heavy metals, ammonia, nitrates, everything. They get kind of muddied up, so yeah, that's the best way to take care of those, to keep them good and fresh and growing. They have grown quite a bit since I put these. They're a form of algae actually in the aquarium, and they're like little filters. There's 2 of them over there. They're like little filters. Now let me grab this. As well as the caves in here. The caves that I built offer a lot of surface area, an amazing amount of surface area beyond what the size of the glass offer for beneficial bacteria to thrive and grow or multiply on. So that's one of the things that's going on with these caves. All these rocks, my shrimp feed on them, on the algae, the good algae that grows on them. So all around this cave, the cholla logs, everything is just real estate for beneficial bacteria. So, you know, in my head, basically these two caves are a form of filtration too, in their own right. Allow that surface area for beneficial bacteria to colonize on, besides the filters, and on the glass, and the substrate, and the deep substrate. There are different types of beneficial bacteria that thrive down in the deep substrate where there's no oxygen. Some at the top of the substrate where there is some oxygen. Some in the water column, not as much as a lot of people might think, but definitely in the sponge filters. And I'm going to take a sample of one of those sponge filters and put it under a microscope soon to show you all the life inside of those that we normally don't really think about. And inside my hanging on the back, I'll look in there with a microscope and see what's going on. But yeah, I just wanted to let the people know that we're interested in how I put this substrate together and the steps I took. I did a lot of research on it first, and it's working out really well. I don't have any iron deficiencies in here or anything else. So that's how I did it. And if anybody has any other questions about my substrate, deep substrate, feel free to ask. But that's the video for today. Please take a chance to like and subscribe to our videos. Trying to build our new YouTube channel here. And also want to thank all the people that reacted to my beekeeping videos. I mean, beekeeping and fish keeping, two hobbies that are kind of interrelated. I mean, they offer so much in the way of de-stressing and bringing calmness and bringing nature into your life and into your home and onto your property. I love interacting with nature. And so everybody have a great day. I'll be back with another video or two later on the day. And thank you and goodbye.